Welcome back to Carverse. Today we're talking about one of the most exciting comebacks in the auto world, the 2026 VW Karmann Ghia. That's right, Volkswagen has revived one of its most stylish and beloved classics, and they've done it in a way that respects the past while embracing everything modern performance and technology have to offer. This isn't just a reboot, it's a redefinition. The exterior of the 2026 Karmann Ghia is a work of art. VW stayed true to the original's flowing lines and low-slung profile, but reimagined it with sharper detailing, modern proportions, and a fully electric powertrain layout. Up front, you get sleek LED headlamps with a subtle curve that mimics the classic teardrop shape. The nose dips slightly just like the original, but instead of a grille, there's a smooth body-colored panel accented by a backlit VW badge and active aero flaps below. The car sits lower than most EVs on the market, emphasizing its coupe design. From the side, it's long, lean, and sculpted, with graceful character lines that run from the front wheel arch to the tapered rear. The roofline flows smoothly into the back deck, giving the car a fastback look. Door handles are flush with the body, and the rear quarter panels bulge ever so slightly, a quiet nod to the hand-formed steel bodywork of the original Karmann Ghia. At the rear, the design is clean and elegant. Thin LED taillights wrap around the corners, and a subtle spoiler is integrated into the rear hatch. The lack of exhaust pipes highlights the electric powertrain, while a slim light bar spans the width of the car, adding a modern finish. Optional, two-tone paint jobs with black or silver roofs bring out the car's retro personality, and the 20-inch aero wheels finish the look with a performance edge. Inside, the cabin is both nostalgic and futuristic. Volkswagen has crafted a minimalist space that's driver-focused, refined, and unmistakably premium. The dashboard design mirrors the horizontal simplicity of the original, with body-colored panels and chrome trim, giving it a vintage feel. The center is a floating 13.2-inch touchscreen running VW's latest MIB OS, paired with a 12-inch digital driver display behind the wheel. The steering wheel is two-spoke, wrapped in leather, and includes haptic feedback controls. Seating is sporty but comfortable, with eco-leather upholstery, contrast stitching, and heating and ventilation is standard. The cabin is 2+2, so the rear seats are best for short trips or extra cargo, but they fold flat to offer more usable storage when needed. Despite the coupe profile, visibility is great thanks to the large windows and sleek pillars. Performance-wise, the 2026 Karmann Ghia delivers more than just good looks. Built on VW's MEB electric platform, the standard model comes with a rear-mounted, electric motor pushing out 250 horsepower, good for a 0-60 time of 5.9 seconds. The dual-motor Ghia S trim offers all-wheel drive and bumps the power up to 330 horses, shaving the sprint down to 4.3 seconds. The ride is smooth and composed, but the handling is surprisingly tight. This isn't just a cruiser, it's a real driver's car. The range is competitive with up to 300 miles on the standard single-motor version and around 260 miles on the dual-motor Ghia S. Both models support DC fast charging up to 180 kWh, letting you juice from 10 to 80% in about 28 minutes. Pricing starts at $42,000 for the base trim, while the Ghia S with all-wheel drive and performance upgrades comes in around $52,000. It's positioned as a premium electric coupe, not mass market, but not unreachable either. The 2026 Karmann Ghia is stylish, smart, and soulful. It captures the spirit of a classic and reshapes it for the electric era. Volkswagen has brought back one of the most iconic nameplates in automotive history, but this isn't just a cute throwback. It's a completely reimagined Beetle with futuristic styling, electric power, and premium comfort, designed for a new generation while respecting its roots. At first glance, the 2026 Super Beetle keeps the instantly recognizable silhouette round, compact, and friendly, but with a sleeker, more sculpted finish. The front fascia has been modernized with slim LED matrix headlights and a minimalist grille. A glowing VW badge sits dead center, flanked by smooth contours that give the car a more aerodynamic, upscale vibe. The front bumper integrates active air shutters which help improve efficiency while keeping the design clean. The side profile is where the evolution really stands out. The car is longer and lower than previous Beetles, with a stretched wheelbase that gives it a more planted stance. Smooth door handles sit flush with the body, and the classic curved roofline flows seamlessly into a subtle rear spoiler. 19-inch alloy wheels come standard, with optional 20-inch designs available for the sport trim. All versions feature a two-tone paint option, including heritage colors like mint blue and sunburst yellow, with black or chrome accents. Moving to the rear, the modern look continues with a light bar that spans the width of the car, linking slim, angular taillights. The electric charging port is cleverly integrated into the rear quarter panel. The Super Beetle badge makes a quiet but proud appearance, and overall, the back end looks clean, futuristic, and distinctly VW. Inside, the 2026 Super Beetle feels surprisingly premium. Volkswagen clearly aimed to blend retro charm with high-tech convenience. The dashboard has a horizontal layout with soft-touch materials, ambient lighting, and design elements that echo the original Beetle simplicity, like the round air vents and body color trim inserts. The steering wheel is two-spoke, reminiscent of the classic, but now features capacitive touch controls and a flattened bottom for a sportier grip. Front seats are plush and supportive, covered in eco-leather with optional heated and ventilated functions. There's more space inside thanks to the extended wheelbase, so even rear passengers enjoy decent legroom for a compact EV. Cargo space is also improved with fold-flat seats and a small front trunk, or frunk, perfect for groceries or small bags. The tech is fully modern. A 12.9-inch floating touchscreen dominates the center stack, powered by VW's latest MIB infotainment system. It's fast, intuitive, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, voice assistant, and over-the-air updates. A 10.2-inch digital cockpit sits behind the steering wheel, displaying speed, range, navigation, and customizable driving data. There's also a premium Harman Kardon sound system, available for those who want extra audio punch. Now let's talk performance. The 2026 Super Beetle is fully electric and comes in two main configurations. The standard rear-wheel drive model offers 250 horsepower and an estimated 0-60 time of 6.2 seconds, quick enough for city driving and highway merging with ease. The dual-motor AWD version bumps that up to 320 horsepower and brings the 0-60 time down to 4.7 seconds, giving it some serious zip. Range is solid. The standard model gets about 270 miles per charge, while the dual-motor version gets around 240 miles. Fast charging is supported with up to 175 kWh DC charging, getting you from 10% to 80% in under 30 minutes. Regenerative braking is adjustable, and the drive modes let you choose between eco, comfort, and sport depending on your mood. Pricing for the 2026 VW Super Beetle starts at around $38,000 for the base RWD model and goes up to about $48,000 for the dual-motor version with all the bells and whistles. It's competitively priced in the EV segment while offering a unique mix of style, heritage, and performance. The 2026 VW Super Beetle is a fresh take on a classic icon, fun, efficient, and packed with character. Well, Volkswagen has brought the Beetle back in a bold electric form, and it's not just a nostalgic nod. This is a reinvention that blends classic charm with modern-day performance, technology, and sustainability. On the outside, the 2026 Beetle is instantly recognizable, but it's clearly evolved. The silhouette maintains the signature rounded roofline and compact shape, but everything has been streamlined. It's lower, slightly wider, and more athletic. The front features ultra-slim LED headlights with a soft glow signature, a reimagined VW badge, and a smooth grille-less nose that suits its all-electric architecture. The hood has clean lines with subtle sculpting that leads to pronounced front fenders. From the side, flush door handles, slightly flared wheel arches, and a more aerodynamic stance bring the Beetle into the 21st century. It rides on 18-inch alloy wheels standard, with optional 19s available for those wanting more visual punch. The two-tone paint schemes, including heritage-inspired colors like glacier blue and poppy red, gives a nod to the past while keeping things fresh and playful. Around the rear, you'll find a sleek LED light bar that spans the width of the hatch, giving the car a modern, tech-forward presence. The rear window is steeply raked into a minimal spoiler, while the classic Beetle curves are still subtly present in the design. It's a car that looks fun, and it is. Step inside, and the cabin is surprisingly spacious and upscale. The dashboard is clean and symmetrical, with body color panels, soft touch materials, and minimalist accents. The classic Beetle circular themes return in the air vents and steering wheel design, but everything has been modernized with a digital-first approach. A 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster is paired with a 13-inch central touchscreen running VW's latest software. It's fast, user-friendly, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and natural voice commands. There's also ambient lighting with customizable colors, which adds a touch of personality to the driving experience. The front seats are ergonomic and comfortable, finished in recycled fabric or optional vegan leather with heated and ventilated options. The rear seats are more generous than in previous Beetles, thanks to the longer wheelbase. It's still a compact car, but now it's one you can actually use for short road trips or city commuting with passengers. Cargo space is improved, and with the split folding rear seats, you can handle groceries or weekend bags without a problem. Now, let's talk performance. The 2026 Beetle is offered exclusively as an EV. The base model features a single rear-mounted electric motor producing 210 horsepower, good for a 0-60 time of around 6.5 seconds. It's peppy, responsive, and smooth in urban environments. For those wanting more, there's a dual-motor all-wheel drive version with 290 horsepower, cutting the 0-60 time to just under 5 seconds. The Beetle rides on VW's MEB electric platform, which means you get a low center of gravity, balanced handling, and a very quiet ride. Range for the base model is estimated at 280 miles, while the dual motor setup gets around 250 miles per charge. DC fast charging is supported at up to 175 kWh, meaning you can go from 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes. Pricing starts at $34,000 for the base trim and climbs to around $44,000 for the top dual motor version with premium upgrades. That positions it nicely in the compact EV market while offering a unique mix of retro appeal and modern features. The 2026 VW Beetle proves you can reinvent a legend without losing its soul. It's stylish, efficient, fun to drive, and packed with personality. Let us know if this electric Beetle is what you've been waiting for. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Carverse. See you next time.